Leroy Truth Investigations Tyranny Response Team. Scalzo Photo.
You need to sit down. We told you once, we're not going to tell you again. You need to sit down.
Aria of AV Design.
Whole thing started, was captured on another camera recording device.
Right. That's a very good point.
There's a reason why this shouldn't be allowed anymore. So I think it just needs to end at them and stop. And you know, like I'm literally watching you stream, and then all of a sudden you get arrested.
Garden State Accountability with Vinny.
I'm Garden State Accountability, and I'm here representing the people in New Jersey.
If I went up there, what would happen? I wouldn't wait.
No.
It has to be. You're in a security building right now. You cannot film this. Take it off, please. You're not filming.
You're gonna break this
right now.
The state's attorney was defending Fahey.
This is Garden State Accountability Vinny. He was just in the courtroom where I was a few minutes ago. He stepped up. He stepped up. The Exposure Report with David Snow.
David Snow of the Exposure Report, formerly Folklore Press.
At the end of the day, this is simple. You can't call yourself a leader if you protect predators more than survivors. Suspend Edwin Marinas tonight, launch a full investigation, and start putting children before politics.
You're not in charge of it.
Well, you're not in charge of me because I'm not breaking the law.
Listen, don't yell at me. One.
I am Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigation. You're just at my tripod. You're just at my tripod. You are being incredibly rude and condescending to everyone here. Stop interrupting me. Does the First Amendment apply here or not, Senator Stack? Does it?
You're done. Stand up. Stand up. You're done.
What's going on? You're disrupting the meeting. I'm telling you right now.
This is my 5 minutes. And this is the Leroy Truth Investigations Tyranny Response Team. And welcome everyone, one and all, to the Leroy Truth Investigations Tyranny Response Team live. And we are live coming from various underground bunkers throughout the United States of America during major blizzard in the Northeast. Connecticut for myself, New Jersey for others. We got Aria, AV Designs all the way down in, is it North Carolina, I believe. So this is a banger of a live stream. Buckle in, wake the pets, wake the kids, get the milkman over, get the popcorn with the hot sauce and whatever you like to put on it, because we have a tale of 3 men who were all unlawfully arrested by the same unhinged, profoundly unconstitutional violator to the extreme third cube max, named Officer Basista, a New Jersey state trooper. And we have Good Guy Activism, who got arrested unlawfully by him. We have a gentleman named Mike, we'll call him Mike Citizen, who got arrested. Now, most recently, our very own, the Exposure Report, David Snow, got arrested by the same unhinged, constitutional violating leper that all the other gentlemen got arrested by. But then there's a twist to the story. Is myself and Good Guy Activism. Please subscribe to Good Guy Activism if you're not, as well as the Exposure Report. Good Guy Activism and I, we went 1 hour after the Exposure Report was arrested, and we traced his same exact steps. There were 3 men got arrested by the same deranged state trooper, Officer Basista, Trooper Basista of the New Jersey State Troopers. We did not get arrested because it was this incredible sergeant who is the boss of Basista, who respected and protected our rights, and he even helped us to get Oprah forms. I want to bring the team on here and welcome everyone. Please smash that like button. Smash, smash, smash away. Get all that anger out peacefully by smashing the like button so this can come out and the algorithms can just send this out to the universe. I want them on Saturn and Pluto and Alpha Centauri watching the stream. So first of all, welcome to the Tyranny Response Team, the Exposure Report with David Snow. Hello and welcome, sir.
Hello, Leroy. Hello, everybody watching and in the chat. What's up?
Hey, and he was just recently arrested this past Friday. And was it the day after Valentine's Day?
It was Friday the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day.
The day before. And
that's scary.
Basista did not show you any Valentine's love, David. But
I had a
you know
good.
what he did?
Yeah.
He showed you a little S&M because he got those handcuffs on you so tight. David and I were spending time together afterwards. He had indentations that looked like they would last for weeks because
Yeah.
the troopers purposely, sadistically put those on you, right, David?
Yeah, I asked him to loosen them, but he's aggressively said he would not.
Right. And he has to be fired. And one of the purposes of this is to expose this deranged trooper, Batista, and make sure we want to protect the public, bottom line. We want everything to be done peacefully, to the letter of the law, and through the courts, and through the police firing Trooper Batista because they want to fire him. They already tried to fire him because he's so extremely out of his mind. So we're going to get into the whole story, but number one, exposure report, welcome. And then we have Guy Activism. Where'd he go? Is he back? Here we go. Good Guy Activism. Say hello to everybody. Good Guy Activism coming to you from an underground bunker in New York City.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
All right, you're going to surprise us with your video?
Yeah.
All right, Good Guy Activism here. He has a special treat, or he did. I guess you changed. You changed. I love what you had on before. He had a lightsaber. He was like Darth Vader, Darth Activismer. There. All right, so welcome, Good Guy Activism.
That would be convenient because that trooper would thought he was a straight stormtrooper.
Right. He acted like a stormtrooper, actually. He really did. And also, I want to welcome Vinny of Garden.
What's going on, guys?
Please subscribe to Vinny of the Tyranny Response Team. I like your hair.
Thanks. I got a new haircut. I hope you guys like it.
Right, me too. I got a new scalp cut. And also my incredible video editor, Arya of AV Designs. We got the best editing in the business here.
Thank you, guys.
I'm very fortunate to have connected with him. And who connected us again, Arya?
Honestly, you said something on one of your streams like, hey, hey, doing thumbnails, but if you want to help me out or if you know how to edit or something, I was like, all right. So I reached out to you, man. I just emailed you and you got with me within like maybe a couple hours and we spoke on the phone for like a few hours after that. You're just telling me like your whole story. I was like, yeah, I got it. We're good.
Excellent. Well, we've been working with it in several months and Good Guy Activism. Could you possibly create more smoke?
What was the transition you made?
Disappear into the ethers here. All right, it's like you're going to the teleportation device. So let's get started right now with the action and set this up. Good Guy Activism was arrested, I think, in 2024, and he had a trial with Officer Batista this past Friday. Trooper.
Fucking super duper trooper.
All right, so where were you? Give us the story here for everyone. And again, thank you everyone for joining us. Please smash that like button, smash it away. And let's get this out there to the world. And so where did you go originally and when was it in New Jersey?
It was back in 2024 and I was just doing my thing and then I seen that building, the New Jersey State Office building. And I was like, hey, let me go in here. Hey, Claudette, love you. And then I seen the big ass sign. It said must sign in. And I was like, I don't sign into public buildings. The fuck? And I didn't see no law on that sign. Usually there's a law. And then I was like, okay. And then I seen somebody else walk past the sign without signing in. So I was like, okay, if he walked in, I can just walk in.
Right. There were others who went into our public building. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jersey City State Building in Jersey City, New Jersey. And I took a ride there. David lives nearby. And so when you went into the building, how did you come in contact with the deranged New Jersey State Trooper Batista?
I was just I think, I forgot what floor I was on, but I was upstairs. I was just walking around taking video. And then he approached me. Well, that first guy is funny because I'm going to release the video I did on it. He's in my comment section talking crazy. He's like leaving all types of, oh, my sergeant doesn't play with this guy. When he seen him, he arrested him. And he wants people to beat him up so he can sue. And I'm like, this guy's real talkative in the comments, but when we seen him, he didn't say anything. He was just like, I don't know nobody's name, and he wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, that was the
Anything to
security
us.
guard.
Yeah. So he was the first person to make initial contact with me, and he was saying, "Well, you need to sign in." And I was like, "Is it against the law to be anonymous in a public building?" And he wasn't answering me, and I was like, "I wish to be anonymous." I'm afraid of retaliation, so I don't really want to sign in. And then I proceeded to go throughout the building, and the next person that made contact was that nerd, whatever his name is.
You mean
Batista.
Trooper Batista?
Christopher Batista.
Christopher Batista, who the New Jersey State Troopers.
I mean, he
They wanna
he doesn't respect his own name, so I shouldn't really put no respect on his name. You know what I
No,
mean?
he does.
The public employee.
Right. And he gives the New Jersey State Troopers a really bad name because we met an incredible state trooper that respected our rights. He even tried to help us. And that was Batista's boss. So now and we're going to show this video in a minute. So, and if you can get that queued up, Arya, the good guy activism portion.
Well, he came up to me extremely hostile, and he just like, take the pen out your ear and try to grab for my ear. And I was like,
wait. He wanted you to take a pen out of your ear?
Yeah, I guess he was afraid of the pen that was in my ear.
Didn't he understand that was connected to your brain to give you extra superpowers because it was electromagnetically teleporting energy from the Alpha Centauri star system?
No, he was on a level 100, and he was straight power tripping the whole time. And I was just like, de-escalate. And I was like, I don't even know who you are. He's like, you didn't sign in, da da da. And I'm like, it's not illegal to be anonymous in a public building. He didn't ask me to leave. Nothing.
And then he tried to grab your phone.
He arrested me in front of a employees only sign, which is funny because everything before that sign is public access. Everything beyond that sign, as you know, is trespassing. So I thought it was funny that I was trespassing in a publicly accessible area. So
right, anyone can access a public building. All right, so Arya, if you can play good guy activism, and if you want to stop the video, raise your hand because you can't hear too well when the video is playing. So raise your hand, good guy, or anyone if you want to do any comment. All right.
Look how
You're walking through the building.
Look how sloppy that office is.
So we're going backwards. Yeah, you're going in a time machine now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here.
Where's Todd Gross?
Batista's body
Stop
cam.
right there, boss. You have ID? Put your phone down.
Excuse me?
Put your phone down. Give me your ID.
You want me to stop exercising my rights?
You're trespassing in government property right now. Take the pen off your face.
Relax. De-escalate.
There's no de-escalation here. You're trespassing.
How? Excuse me, sir.
Turn around.
Excuse me.
Turn around. Turn around.
I don't even know who you are, so you
Turn around.
identify yourself.
Turn around. State police. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Hands
How
up.
am I trespassing?
Let's go. That's it.
Sir, how
Take
am
your
I
bag off.
trespassing? How am I trespassing?
Turn around. You're under arrest.
For what? Wow, you just no de-escalation.
Yeah, there's no talking to you.
I'm trying to talk to you. You're being rude to me.
Nope. That's it.
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
Nope.
You're being
I'm the
rude.
supervisor. I'm the duty supervisor here. That's it.
How am I trespassing, sir?
You're trespassing into a
I want
government
to be here
facility.
anonymously, sir.
That's right.
And I don't have ID anyways.
That's right.
Just let me know when
That's
you
even
want
better.
to keep going.
So, do we confirm he was a labor client at all?
I had stepped
I'm
out.
visiting the building. I'm trying to have a right to follow.
No, you don't. You're walking through the building. You're walking
Okay,
through the
in
building.
public areas.
No, you're not in public areas. You're trespassing into the
How?
facility. It's that simple.
Honestly, are you a sergeant
Todd,
or
do you
lieutenant?
go into the office, grab my phone?
Yeah, I got you.
Are you a sergeant or lieutenant? Because I want to speak to your supervisor. You're just rude. Why are you being so rude to me for? You couldn't be nice and be talk?
You're under arrest.
For what?
Trespassing and obstruction.
How did I trespass, sir?
You
explain it to me? You didn't even ask me to leave.
You don't have to be asked to leave. You're
I do.
walking
I
through the
have
building,
to-
filming, trespassing in a government
Sir,
facility.
I'm conducting business in a public building.
Yeah.
I'm not being disorderly. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, now you're under arrest for trespassing.
How? This is a public building. How is trespassing in a public building? How, sir? Can you show me the statute?
Yeah, it's called defiant trespass, government
How?
trespass.
How?
You're walking through the building after
Wow.
filming in a
You're
place where
walking through a
you
building.
cannot
in a public lobby, sir.
No, you're not in lobby.
In public areas.
You're not filming in any public area. That's it.
Sir, the hallway is not public. This is no private building. It's not state funded.
This is a government building, sir.
Okay, so that's
Stay off the elevator, miss.
that means it's funded by the public, right or wrong. This isn't.
You have any ID in that bag or anything I got to worry about?
Listen, if you want to start over,
Can you pause a minute?
you can do that.
Yeah.
You see how hyped up this Trooper Batista is, ladies and gentlemen? He is so hyped up. I'm not saying he's on anything, but he's acting like he is. And
He's on fucking Red Bull.
Well, he's on red power trip here. He is so jacked up on power and authority. And by the way, the only reason, ladies and gentlemen, he's working here is because the New Jersey state troopers wanted him fired. And we're going to be reading from the lawsuit that Batista did trying to save his job. And he did. But he was so extreme for the New Jersey state troopers. He's a danger to the public. And so they put him in the New Jersey State Building. And all he has to do is hassle people about ID when we're just going through our government building in Jersey City, New Jersey. And just this guy is like hyped up. And you're going to see 3 arrests, 3 different men over 6 years. This is what, 2024, right? Good guy?
Every 2 years, he violates somebody's rights.
Right. It was Mike Citizen, 2022.
That we know of.
Right.
That we know of, yeah.
Yeah, that we know of. And then we have Good Guy Activism 2024. And hey, the Trooper Batista had that 2-year itch, like he had the 7-year itch. And the 2-year itch.
Did you hear him say there is no de-escalation?
Right.
He also said you're trespassing because you're recording.
Yeah. Right. Everything.
But he also tried to take a pen out of your ear. He didn't say you were under arrest yet. He tried to take your phone, and he didn't say you were under arrest yet either.
Nope.
No.
He said, I don't have to ask you to leave.
But you know what's fucking even more funny? When me and Leroy went up in there, he was quiet as a fucking mouse.
Oh, we went by him. I didn't know who he was. And he didn't say a freaking word. And we did everything that the exposure report did.
Bro, he was so quiet. He said, he was telling the sergeant, where do you want me to go over there? I said, you should have went to court this morning.
Yeah.
I said, go sit down. I said, you should go sit down in the corner somewhere.
Right.
He's asking the sergeant.
Did he listen to you? That would have been the best thing if he listened to you, because you're a de-escalator. You are a master de-escalator.
I thought that was interesting, though. He thought from what I heard is he thought that the court was on a Zoom, and he should know he works in the building that all trials are in person.
Right. I was going to get to that.
He works down the block. He works up the block from the courthouse.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I was going to say that. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this, because David, I'm going to not use Davis because everyone's named David here except me.
Yeah, shout out to the Davids.
Good Guy Activism. He was arrested in 2024. Well, he had court on February 13th, 2026, this past Friday. So I took the drive from Connecticut. Crazy traffic. It takes hours sometimes. Crazy. And then the exposure report took the drive all the way from the underground bunker he lives in his mother's basement.
Yep.
And then we went there to court because Good Guy Activism's trial was this past Friday, 9 a.m. However, we figured, it's going to be a few hours. So we didn't get there at 9. We thought it would maybe 11. He's got a public defender. They're going to put him last. And it was for the trial for this unlawful arrest. However, no one showed up because the trooper Batista thought it was on Zoom, while everyone, including the judge, is physically in the courtroom. And so what happened? You had a delayed response there, Good Guy.
It's so funny.
That was very funny. It was like like thunder and lightning. You see the lightning?
The fucking state attorney, the trial lasted 5 minutes, bro.
And give us a play-by-play.
The judge is like, so yeah, what's going on? And he's like, well, this has been going on a long time. Obviously the state trooper's not here.
He was
and
in
he read an email. He's like, I received the email. I'm going to read it for the courts. And then I guess one of his coworkers sent him the court case the day before. It was like, hey, I appreciate you for stepping in for me. The dude was like, yo, I was told about this trial last minute. I don't even know what's going on. Like, we have no anything. He didn't have anything to present to the court. He was he was just like, I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm stepping in for this lady. You know, the state wants to move to dismiss. The trooper's not here. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't have no evidence. He didn't have anything. And he was like, I'm pretty sure the defendant doesn't want to keep coming back. He's been coming to court for 2 years. He's like, I moved to dismiss.
See, the prosecutor did the right thing because there are good prosecutors. Many are manipulated and owned by corrupt mayor of Union City, New Jersey, and New Jersey State Senator Brian Stack, who is also the head of the Judiciary Committee. He picks all the judges, all the prosecutors. That was a good prosecutor. And there are a number of them there because they could have hemmed you up and said, okay, no one showed up. Well, let's adjourn it. She's like, looking at the charge, this is BS. The prosecutor knew better. They didn't know what's going on.
Honestly, they should have dismissed it at pretrial, really.
Yeah, you're right. They absolutely should have done that.
I put a motion to dismiss, but she was like, "Oh, I recommend you get a public defender. You shouldn't put a motion to dismiss on your own." I was like, "Fucking put a motion to dismiss."
Why not? Yeah,
you could. Of course, you could put a motion to dismiss on your
own. The judge made me get a public defender. I was like, "All right, whatever."
No, all right. Well, it all ended up working out. So before you move on to the exposure report, how long were you incarcerated, holding cell, or what happened? And did they give you croissants and crumpets and tea while you were in the holding tank there?
Talking to me?
Sorry, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Hey,
are you?
Well, I found it funny because in Mike's video, he's like he's taking him to a station.
Yeah.
But with me, he just took me to the parking lot and put me in the car for 40 minutes and with no air and anything, and it was in the middle of the summer.
He didn't do anything to you, like mess with you in any way once you were in the car?
No. I mean,
no Epstein kind of.
Thank God, no.
Good. All right. I don't want to assume anything. I don't
know. No Pizzagate here.
It does get hot in those cars, though. Tell you what, in the summertime.
Yeah. I kept having to rub my face on the seat and shit. I was like fucking sweating.
And there was no air? And what was the month and day, if you remember?
It was in the middle of summer, bro. It was like 99 degrees outside.
Oh, you could have died. And
crazy.
I mean, he's sadistic, because we're going to hear from David next. So
you could have fucking left me outside the car. You could have left me in the car with the door open. Who the fuck is the?
Put the AC on. I think it's probably a law. You cannot put someone in a car in the middle of summer, handcuffed with
You would have thought that he caught Jack the Ripper, or the Zodiac killer, or something. Like he was like.
Did he put you in the car and leave?
He put me in the car, went upstairs, and left me with the one that likes to comment on YouTube.
That's what he did with me. Yeah.
Was the car on or no?
I think the car was on. It was torture, bro.
No, but the AC was not there, right?
No. I think he says that the air comes on naturally, on its own, automatically. I was like, I don't feel no fucking air.
Right.
There's it was a cage. It was like the plastic thing was there. How the fuck I'm gonna feel air through that? Like,
yeah, they didn't even crack a window or anything.
No, they was cracking smiles though.
You can't even do that with a dog. They'll smash your. If a cop runs by your car and the car's off and it's hot, they'll smash your window.
I seen a lady almost get arrested for cracking somebody's window, and it was like 70 degrees, and she was like, the dog is choking to death. It was like, bro, it's 68 degrees outside. What's wrong with you?
Wow, that's crazy. So
and the window was cracked.
What's that? You were treated worse than a dog.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he's worse than a dog. He's a man with a camera.
Yeah. In Batista's
I'm so happy that an
eyes,
acorn didn't fall on the car.
I don't think there are any in that part of Jersey City, thank goodness. So let's go to the exposure report now. So the exposure report we told, I was going to surprise Good Guy Activism, and he already knew David, the exposure report was coming. We wanted to be there to support him for his trial. However, we find out that the trial was all of 5 minutes and it was dismissed. And I didn't think the exposure report was going to get there for a while, because he had to go to New York City and buy some very particular special items. But he ended up not going to New York City first. And in the meantime, he goes to the New Jersey State Building in Jersey City. He goes in looking for Good Guy Activism, who he thinks is still in there, except good guy saw my car as I was parking. He comes out, we're down the block, hanging out, talking, whatever, in the parking lot. And so, David, so tell us what happens. What was your mindset? What you were thinking when you got to the New Jersey State Building?
I honestly didn't think it would be a big deal. I just thought I'd go in, look around, find what room DGA was in, and it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah, as you can see, my camera work is real shitty because I wasn't even like taking it like a serious thing. I was just like, all right, I'm here. I'll let them see I'm holding the camera, but I didn't think it would be a big deal. I didn't think I would get any content.
Right. It wasn't your, and put me on full screen. It wasn't your typical camera work. It was kind of like,
Yeah. It's all over the place.
You know, and he is a professional. He does really good camera work generally. But it's like,
and I generally don't use my cell phone either. I usually use my camera.
I think it's even crazy. I was telling you guys for these 2 years about this crazy state trooper.
Batista.
I'm like, yo, this guy, you know what I mean? And then I guess it must have slipped your mind that he's a
What's
bozo.
crazier is they came there in support of you, right? And you know, you would think that the officer would have learned his lesson. Obviously, your court case got dropped. He's going in there basically doing the same exact thing, and they arrest him. What?
No, because
he was mad.
We had Velociraptor, free-range Velociraptor, loose in the New Jersey State Building. That was freaking Jurassic Park with Batista there. It might as well have been a Velociraptor. He would have done better.
He was salty because he was sitting in a Zoom for 2 hours.
Right. Oh, he wanted to nail you. He wanted to give you the life in prison for that.
He was hoping it was me. I wonder if instead of the exposure report, if it was me, if he would have tried to arrest me again.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you think he was sitting?
I think he would have.
Oh, I bet he would have. Yeah.
I think he was mad. He missed the court date, and he wanted to have a second shot at you.
Right, because
he wanted to really sitting in a Zoom.
What's that again?
Do you think he was really sitting in a Zoom,
or
was he just?
No,
he could have just been in his office doing whatever.
No, Sergeant, or someone said he was. I don't know.
I think he was dumb enough to be sitting in a Zoom.
Yeah.
The sergeant said it, and another security guard came up to me earlier before any of you got there. I went inside, and he was like, "Hey, you had court today?" I was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "No, I was just wondering if you had court." I was like, "No." I'm like, "How can I help you?" He was like, I was wondering if you had court. I was like, "Why? Are you trying to find out who I am?" He was like, "No, I know who you are. I was just, you know." But if now that I listened to what he was saying again, he almost said Zoom because the trooper was sitting in a Zoom meeting. So he was like, "Why are you here and not at the Zoom meeting?" Like, I was like, "Oh, no, trial's over. That shit ended." Like,
he was probably still sitting in the Zoom.
I was like, yo, he was. I think he was. Kind of think about it, he probably was sitting in the Zoom meeting.
He was in the lobby just waiting.
He's probably still there right now. But here's what he wanted, everyone. He wanted to get another stripe of another unlawful arrest. And maybe he has like a tattoo he does as soon as he gets, "Hey, I got another unlawful arrest," goes to the tattoo parlor, gets one on his inner thigh or his
he's gonna start getting teardrops.
So now, if you just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Leroy Truth with the Tyranny Response Team here, and we're talking about one unhinged New Jersey State Trooper whose name is Trooper Christopher Batista, who is arrested, that we know of. 3 men, didn't break any law. There is no victim. They're simply in our public building, in the New Jersey State Building in Jersey City, New Jersey. They all got unlawfully arrested, tortured to one degree or another by this state trooper. The New Jersey State Police wanted to fire him, but he fought for his job. Like Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. You know, wax away the rights. Wax away someone else's rights. Put the handcuffs on too tight so they make indentations that will last for 40 or 50 years. And so
I feel like pulling up his last 5 arrests, the body cameras for his last 5 arrests.
We gotta do Oprah's, which are free requests, everyone. And by the way, thanks for joining us. Please smash that like button. Lightly, strongly, powerfully, angrily, peacefully, whatever you want. But smash it, however you do. So now we just showed Good Guy Activism unlawfully arrested by the tyrant. And now let us see, and that was in 2024. Now let us see Good Guy Activism be arrested by the same tyrant for
the exposure report.
It's twice.
Thank you. The exposure report. Let's see the exposure report.
Do you wanna play the video we did this
He
morning?
was
or do you
better
wanna
off calling us David.
David 1, David 2.
Wait, which video are you?
For you say for exposure report, so you want me to put which video for him?
Yeah, the one from this morning. Yeah.
Okay. The one we just put up. All right, good deal.
And everyone, I want to thank Arya for producing, and also Vinny, the Garden State Accountability, for co-producing.
Hey man.
I'm
There you
co-producing.
go. Hit the camera, bro.
I'm kind of just here.
Thanks,
Aria's
guys.
got it this time.
Nah, man, it's a group effort. All right, here we go.
Space you're trespassing right now.
This is not a private space.
I'm not going to argue with you, mister.
I'm not arguing with you. I have every
Yes,
right
you
to.
are.
I have every right to be here. I was talking to the lady.
Are you going to put your phone down and talk me
No,
down the
I'm not.
lobby or
I'm
not?
not.
Then you're under arrest. Let's go. Under arrest. You have ID? Put your phone down.
Excuse me?
Put your
Oh,
phone
that was
down.
quick.
Give me your ID.
You want me to
Pause,
stop
pause.
exercising my rights?
You're trespassing.
Stop.
Sure.
Yeah, that's David's arrest now. Now, do we have any more of the earlier in that, Arya?
Of
the exposure report?
Yeah. Here, I can just.
We could play it from the exposure reports channel.
Yeah.
He didn't.
I downloaded it.
Okay.
I already have it. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see more of the exposure report. He was
Stand
unlawfully
by.
arrested by Batista, because I want you to see how Batista comes in for bear. He's got a mission. He's not got a mission of peace. He got a mission of authority and tyranny. And so you're going to see as he makes contact, well, the exposure report is wonderfully having this engaging conversation with this very nice woman who is the talent. What is it? Acquisition. Engagement.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a test, which means a fancy name for to help hire people, and great service they do. But David, the exposure report is in the middle of this conversation with her, and she's sharing services. That's all David was asking for, and you're going to see how quickly this tyrant, Trooper Batista, escalates. So let's play that.
All right.
And that's cut number 4, 5,
Private
6.
space you're trespassing
This
right
is
now.
not. Went to the.
Here, I'll just go.
Yeah, there we go from the beginning.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. How are you? Sign-in sheet.
Sign-in sheet over here. Where you going?
I'm conducting an investigation in the building.
Let's get an ID.
No, I don't show ID. I'm supposed to show ID.
You have to show ID?
No, I'm not going to show ID. You got to show ID to come in the public building?
State building, yeah.
State building, public building. Yeah, I have a right to be in here without showing ID. That violates my Fourth Amendment right.
What department, where you need to
I want to get public records. I want to gather information on what services you provide, and I'm writing a story about the state building.
Okay. That's your press
Yeah.
credentials?
Yeah.
Can I see the press?
Sure.
So nothing crazy is going on.
Right, David, you need to know where the departments are.
Pause there.
Awesome. What's your name?
Pause.
Yep.
David, the exposure report was given clear access to our public building. Shouldn't have to, get permission access. He had it. He said, okay, go ahead. And now you're going to hear, and you're going to hear everything. And so keep going, Arya.
All right.
Josh. Thank you, Josh. Okay, we'll take a picture of that. Who would be the
That's funny.
Who would be the best person to ask for public records from? What would be the best office?
I'm not quite sure. I mean, I can.
I'll ask.
There's different departments, so it depends on where you want to get it.
Gotcha. Hello, brother. How are you? Good.
How can we help you?
What do we have this way?
That's the parking lot.
That's the parking lot, and this way?
Motor vehicle, but the motor vehicle is through the front.
Motor vehicle. So where's all those other offices that were on the wall listed there?
That'll be it.
Go that way? Thank you. What's your name?
Melendez.
Melendez. Thank you. I'm David. Nice to meet you.
No issues right now. Everybody sees you recording. There was a sign that said no videos.
Right.
There's the restrooms there. I'll use one of them.
So where are all these suites at? Oh, is there an elevator?
Yeah, there's an elevator right here, and usually by the numbers of the floor, so there's like 201 second floor, 301 third floor.
He's giving me directions.
Right. You have access. No issue. Wait for it, everybody. You're going to see this crazy arrest. If you just joined us.
Leroy, check the chat.
I already did.
Smash that like button, guys. Let's go.
We're going to play that good guy. Already getting
Okay.
it. Yep.
All right.
I'm downloading it right now.
Thank you.
My magic press credentials. How are you, brother?
That's the jacket I was going to get.
Dude, I love the guy just wanted your jacket. He goes, that's the jacket I want to get.
Yeah.
That's so nice, man. That's just heartbreaking. Like it was such a nice interaction
I
when this happened.
I feel like that was low key hating. Like nobody can. You didn't get it, bro. Stop sweating.
Nice jacket though.
They were low-key hating. Yeah, they were actually. They're not happy.
That was the jacket I was gonna get before him. Like no, bro, what are you
damn it.
talking about, bro? Like
You took the last one.
And it's good for Valentine's Day too.
How friendly.
Go get it. You should. Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Can I help you?
Yeah. Who can I talk to about what services you provide here?
What are you here for? You have an appointment?
I don't have an appointment now.
Guard Santos.
Oh, pause.
Hello?
Yeah.
This call is from Guard Santos, security guard downstairs, specifically to David. It's about the exposure report. You're going to see the face of this security guard who's been part of each arrest. He was there present for all 3 arrests. And you're going to hear what he says. So if you could back up just a little bit.
Sure.
And he's specifically not looking at the exposure report, but it's like, okay, we get this guy here. He doesn't have an appointment. But good guy, the exposure report is not asking for services. He doesn't need an appointment. He's just finding out about, as you say, the exposure report. I just want to find out, you go to each office, find out what services you offer, because we want to advertise what public services that our public buildings offer, so the public who watch our video can take advantage and utilize those services. And that's the service that the exposure report was trying to give the public. All right, continue.
oh, by the way, Leroy.
Yeah.
That officer in Mike's arrest video with the hair like the tornado in the hurricane.
Yep.
The second time I went after my arrest, I went back a couple of days later. I didn't sign in, didn't give ID, and I walked through the whole building recording. When I first went into that building to sign in, he was like, "Oh, you good? Go ahead." That same officer.
Wow. See, it is completely incongruent because none of you did anything wrong.
It's selective enforcement, bro.
Right. It's selective enforcement. Plus, you and I proved that clearly because we literally went an hour after the exposure report got arrested, and we did every single thing exactly like the exposure report. And we not only didn't get arrested, the boss of Trooper Batista assisted us and went to the same space.
Later on, we can talk about where's it coming from, because we figured it out when we went.
Yep. Exactly. Okay, let's continue.
What are you here for? You have an appointment?
I don't have an appointment now.
Guard Santos.
Hello? Yeah, I know.
Good. How are you? What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Daniela. How are you?
Daniela?
Yes.
Hi, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, David. How
So
can I help you?
I'm doing.
I'm gonna pause it right here real fast.
I
So
thought something went wrong. I was like, you scared me.
no, that was me.
Hi, brown sugar.
So freaking his phone says Guard Santos, right? And he's like, "Oh, there's a guy with a camera. He's coming upstairs." I know.
Mhm.
He can't really say much because he's caught off guard. You know what I mean?
I love when that happens on an audit, especially when you're like in town halls and they're calling from office to office, and like they're trying to, they can't really say much because you're in front of them.
Right.
It's the funniest shit ever.
Now, here's something else before you continue playing. You notice how his phone, he has him labeled as Guard Santos. I just find that, it's not crazy, but it says something. I would never say Guard Santos as a contact. Security guard Santos, or I don't know.
Where did she come from anyway? She just happened to come out magically.
Oh.
She knew you was there.
She heard me. She heard me saying, "I'm just trying to find out what services you provide here," and she came out and to help me. And she was very nice. She introduced herself. She shook my hand, and she started to talk to me. There was no issues whatsoever.
Why none of these other public servants stand up for your rights? Because just like that fake public defender that didn't stand up for Mike, this lady could have been like, I'm helping him. Hold on a second.
Right.
She was cool until he appeared, and then you could see the look on her face. She was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, she was shocked.
But
She was definitely shocked.
She did it. She stood down though. Is that she said, "Excuse me, trooper, that there is no issue here. I am telling this gentleman about the services we offer.
Right.
And we want the public.
He
to know
doesn't need
about
an appointment. I'm helping him.
Right.
But another
that's
thing
a good
is,
point. Because she came. Just a minute. She came right out. She came right out on her own because she was being helpful. She heard what the exposure report said. She wasn't like, "Oh my God, get under your desk, quick! There's a guy with a camera." No.
She knows that the public can walk in there and receive services. Because if he couldn't receive services, she would have never offered help.
Right. And also the public can go there without an appointment and ask for information, like general information. It was a public lobby. There was like 15 or 20 chairs in that lobby.
Let's say he would have said, "Hey, I'm seeking this specific service." If he needed an appointment for that, she would have said, "Oh, for that you need that kind of service you need an appointment." But just asking generalized questions, you don't need an appointment. She was willing to help him.
And what if I wanted to make an appointment? All right. Oh, that's what you do here. Can I make an appointment? I mean, yeah.
Well, so the other thing is the security guard that received the phone call, he didn't say anything about you being there. He received the call from downstairs. Obviously, there's a guy coming up with a camera. He didn't give you any directives. And then the woman heard you having a conversation. She came out on her own accord. She wanted to help. You know what I mean? And she was genuinely nice. And as soon as that officer came in, boom.
You gotta understand that security guard be juggling Batista's balls. Like he be fucking he was boosting him, and excuse my language, but he was boosting him OD in my comments. So when they told him, Batista's gonna come, he probably was like, let me not say nothing, like, my superior, my Lord and Savior is gonna come and arrest this guy.
The Super Trooper. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, Guard Santos didn't say anything to me when he saw me downstairs.
Where
did say word to me.
He was fine.
I don't know which one he is, but he must have saw me and he called up. So he or she. So
he was
they
probably
didn't
the guy in
say
the hallway by the elevators, maybe sitting in that bar stool. That's what I'm thinking it was.
that was Melendez, but there was another guy standing there too. He may have been Guard Santos. I don't know.
But I
And
was in there 20 minutes before you, and nobody said anything to me.
Right.
They just asked me if I had court.
Right.
And were you recorded when you went in there, GGA?
I'm always recording.
I mean, I had to ask for everybody else. You know what I mean?
I always record.
But here's the thing.
I always record.
Garden State, you brought up an extremely important point. Everyone, record. And by the way, never record like this. Stop this. This gets my goat. Stop recording.
Show them how to do it, Leroy. Show them how to do it.
Record like this and always record. And don't ever be like this guy. I've done this. We've all done this. Oh, nothing's going to happen. We're not recording. And then bam, when you least expect
Would that be considered conspiracy if he knew that he was coming up to arrest him?
It's a good question.
Those phone calls seem
I
like
don't know the
conspiracy.
Let's check. We'll check on that. If anyone knows in the chat here, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our live stream today. Please smash that like button. Smash.
Conspiracy to violate rights is punishable up to unaliving. If anybody didn't know that.
Which is what's that? It's 42 USC 1983, probably, right? 1982 or 1983. And
also, if anybody has any other information on this Officer Batista, if you have a video or you had an altercation, send it to Leroy.
Yep. Yes, we want to cover this story in detail, and we know, we don't know, as they say, but we know that there have most likely are other people who have been unlawfully arrested.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Bingo. And I want to also frame this to everyone who's joined us. This is an extremely unique video. Please watch my video that I posted earlier this morning. And AV Designs, make sure to subscribe to him if you need video editing of any kind. He also has done some work with Sean Long Island Audit. with LTL Media. Brian, if you need any video editing, he is incredible. Contact him and make sure the contact information is in the chat. Now, this approach that we've done with this video is, we've seen on shows like The View or on, what are some other shows, like gossip shows, where, say, 3 women are married to the same man, and then they somehow find out about each other, and then or Jerry Springer, and then they go on, say, the Jerry Springer show, and then they have the man there and say, hey, I'd like to bring out your wife. Like, oh, hi, honey. And then, hey, I'd like to bring out your wife. Oh, bring out your wife. This is the same approach we took here. 3 men arrested by the same unhinged state trooper, and they get to compare notes, and we have the videos of each of them, and you see it's the same modus operandi. In 6 years, he doesn't change things. But here's the most disturbing part, ladies and gentlemen. No one is stopping Trooper Batista from violating rights over a period of 6 years. No one is stopping him except us.
I wonder why they wanted to fire him in the first place. Something must have happened.
Oh, we have some information. Yeah, several things happened. Yeah.
We have the lawsuit that Batista did against the New Jersey State Troopers to try to keep his job. And you want to talk about little crybaby victim? The exposure report in Good Guy Activism? Oh my gosh, what a little victim he is. And what he did is he went to the dictionary when he was writing this
he was speaking victimese.
Well, more than that, he would go into every adjective and synonym and thesaurus possible. It's the funniest thing when we read this thing to you.
It's crazy.
It's funny. So let's continue with the unlawful arrest of the exposure report with David Snow.
All right.
I want a story about the state building here, and I'm looking for information on what services are provided in this office. I'm going to go to each office and find out what services are provided.
Okay, no
So,
problem. So
what's your position here?
So I'm a talent engagement specialist.
Talent engagement.
Yes.
So,
okay, so we're the Hudson County One-Stop
You find
Career
people
Center.
jobs.
Yes,
Basically.
sort of. Yeah. So we assist with job training.
Right.
Hi, how are you?
She looked shocked too. She was like, hi. Like, wasn't expecting, like, oh, there you are.
Like, what the hell is he doing here? The guy, the security
It's
guard
the
was
trooper.
like, the security guard is so happy. He's like, my dad is here.
She was very comfortable with me, but she looked alarmed by him.
Exactly.
She's like this fucking guy again.
Yeah, she just.
Yeah.
It looks like she already knows what's going to happen too.
That's all he does, bro.
Oh man, he's here.
You find people jobs.
Yes,
Basically.
sort of. Yeah. So we assist with job training.
Right.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
You got a date?
Yeah, I have a date.
Let me have it. I'm gonna need it.
Let me have it.
For a report.
For what report?
For a state police report.
State police.
I don't understand. Was there a problem here? I came in, the lady came out.
Why did
she had to hide because she's like,
why did she just?
She looked so embarrassed, bro. She was like, "What the fuck?"
Talk to me.
Security told me you went into labor. You don't have an appointment.
No, that wasn't me.
Pause.
This is you.
I assure you, I've never went into labor.
David, you weren't even pregnant at the time. I guarantee you he wasn't pregnant, and I'm not the father.
You could have been like, "Oh." Imagine he would have been like, "Oh, you mean Good Guy Activism? Is that who you're looking for?"
Yeah, I didn't want to blow your spot though.
He knows they know me. He would have been like, "Yeah, he's next." Like, I'm looking for him too. Like, yeah, right.
Oh, this is Jerry Springer and Leroy. You are not the father. In fact, exposure report. You are not pregnant. You cannot get pregnant. You are a man.
That's a whole nother stream for a whole nother channel.
All right, continue.
Yes, sir.
Why my guard is here.
All right, so I may not be the only photographer in the building. You're wrong. You're wrong. I didn't go into any of this. Is the first room I came in.
You came into first floor Department of Labor already. You then went up to
I did not go into the Department of Labor.
Okay.
You're incorrect.
Okay.
I went into the security desk. I signed in like I was required to.
Yeah.
I got in the elevator and came here. I didn't go in any other
Do you have an
place.
appointment with here?
I just asked him that. He said no.
No.
Right,
So
I
you have
said no.
right- you have no right to be in you're in a private space. You're trespassing
This
right
is not.
now.
This is not a private space.
I'm not going to argue with you, Mr.
I'm not
Mr.
going to argue
Snow.
with you.
Is it Mr. Snow?
Sir, are you? What's your rank and position? It is Mr. Snow.
Trooper 1.
Okay,
Christopher
so
Sister.
all I did
This is not an argument.
This is
You
not
are
an argument.
you are trespassing right now.
I'm not trespassing. I
You
have
are
every right to be in a public building. This is not
This is not a public building. It's a state house government
which
facility.
makes it public. I can't.
No,
This
it
is not a
doesn't.
restricted
No, it
area.
doesn't.
This is a security desk. I walked up. I didn't go in any
We're not
restricted
going to argue
areas.
with you, sir.
I'm not going to argue with you either.
Come down to the lobby. We can have this discussion in the lobby.
I didn't go anywhere that is
We're
restricted.
going to have this discussion in the lobby. I'm not going to argue anymore with you, sir.
I'm not arguing with you. I have every
Yes,
right to
you
be,
are.
I have every right to be here. I was talking to the lady.
Are you going to put your phone down and talk me
No,
down
I'm
the lobby?
not. I'm not.
Then you're under arrest. Let's go. Under arrest. Take his phone. Todd, take his phone.
So he just let me go.
Wow.
Had the handcuffs on, super tight. Whatever. It is what it is.
Wow, 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 wow. And so that fast forwarded because the state trooper Batista unlawfully, illegally, criminally turned off the exposure reports phone.
Right.
That all should have been documented.
Right. And I asked him if he had his body camera on. He said yes, so stay tuned for that.
Right.
Oh, yeah. We're getting that next. So that's going to have ideally some insights. All right. So now we had a special request from Good Guy Activism. And I want to thank you, Good Guy Activism, because you had delayed the posting of your video because I had asked you to, if you would be so kind as to wait, because I had the special plan for my video. And when are you going to be posting yours? And we're going to get a sneak preview of it right now. But when are you posting yours?
Wednesday.
Right. Wednesday, for those who like extra syllables.
Wednesday.
And for Trooper Batista, Wednesday. All right, so play just the beginning and let us know when you want it to stop, Good Guy. Okay, all right.
Well, you can, I mean, this song is, a lot of people love this song. Shout out to the exposure report. But if you want to forward this.
Yeah, let's forward it for now in the interest of time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
Forward. I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Stop. Wait, go
Right
back a little bit. Before I turn, a little bit.
Here?
Forward a little bit.
Or right here?
Right there. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. It's a Maury show.
Hey, do you have court today?
Do I have court today? You heard that? You hear what he said?
Why?
Yep.
Go back. He said, do you have Zoom? He's going to say, do you have Zoom?
Hey, do you have court today?
Is
Do I have
court today? Yeah. He totally slipped up on that.
Court today?
Yeah, at 9 o'clock.
Why? Who are you? I'm sorry.
I'm with the security for the state police.
Okay. How
Hey,
can I?
Arya, can you
There was
put
a guy,
our video on the side and not on the bottom?
Sure. Let me get rid of that.
Okay.
He looks nervous though.
I thought you were supposed to be at court today.
Look how nervous he looks.
I'm just asking you a question.
Okay. No, I'm
So,
saying.
and then it's and then once I ask you a question, and if you want, you can answer me, or say I have no comment or whatever. But I was just asking a question.
You trying to see who I am? If I'm
No, I know who you are.
Oh.
I just thought I wanted to make sure you weren't running late for court.
Oh, you was concerned.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, the case was dismissed.
Oh, he didn't have to go today? Cool.
No, he had to go.
Oh, you
This
didn't
is
have
comedy. This is Three Stooges.
We both had to go. It's trial.
Oh, it's done?
It's over. It's dismissed.
What are you looking for now? Anything good?
I'm just, making sure our rights are respected and protected in public. This is my little it's my little victory lap.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
have fun.
Thank you. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Olympics.
Chris. I'm David. Nice to meet you. You play football?
No.
No, never.
Love it, Chris.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's nice.
Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D. All right.
Shout outs to him.
That explains a lot.
All right. So that was from your court date this past Friday, and Good Guy Activism. And he was very nice, and he did seem genuinely concerned.
But how many people named Chris is in that building? What the fuck?
How many?
As many as named David. I take it that was the Department of Labor.
Yeah, that was the first floor. Yep.
All right. Was that guard Santos?
Maybe Chris Santos.
Maybe. And because the unhinged trooper Batista thought that this was the exposure report previously, who was going into labor.
But why would he think that if that guard knew he said on camera, "Oh, I know who you are"?
He probably thought he was wrong. He's like, "You sure it's the same guy?"
He knew it was me because
We
he
all
asked me
look
if
the
I
same
had
to
court.
them. We all look the same to them.
Well, we're all bald. So,
He looked shocked to see you, man. He was
All
like,
David and all bald.
After he arrested me, he said, "You know, I just went through this morning. This is not my first time dealing with this." You know, he was saying stuff like that.
Wow,
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, this is my first time getting arrested. So congratulations for violating my right."
Yep. Here, I'm going to read a chat. Can you put that chat back?
Yeah,
I am
sure.
Margate. From that. And anyone who would be inspired to do a super chat, super thanks, always appreciate it. Support the work I'm doing. It ain't cheap, and costs a lot of money to do a lot of work we're doing. So really appreciate everyone's generosity. Whether you can do $1, $100, $1 million, we'll receive it all. From chat that day, I got arrested by same Trooper Batista for filming in same building. Won the case and suing him in civil. Batista had over 3 mental evaluations. Batista had been suspended multiple times. Yes, and we're going to get into that in a minute. We're going to read that lawsuit that Trooper Batista did against the New Jersey State Police because he was even bad for them. That they said, no, we got to kick you out, but somehow he won his seat back. Now, let's go now to Mike Citizen. This is from 2022. And this man is one of the most gentle people you've ever seen. He was literally sitting in a corner and wasn't even recording them. And he was arrested unlawfully. I believe it was, ironically, the public defender's office with his public defender next to him doing such a bad job. She should literally be the one cleaning all those balls up in the McDonald's play places that the kids all pee on. That should be she was, and we all
should be cleaning balls for a living. Nice.
I didn't go there, but I did this.
He kind of did.
He was useless. She was useless. She's literally seeing Trooper Batista escalating, getting angrier and angrier. She should have directly and commandingly said to Trooper Batista, "Hey, I'm the lawyer. You can address any issue you have with me." And
100%.
she didn't. At one point, just like,
100%.
can I talk? He said no. Okay.
Well, the court is the place to argue and not, he would have arrested him anyways. He would like, you're next for obstruction.
No. She could have de-escalated. She could have de-escalated. If she was a good lawyer, she would have de-escalated.
You didn't hear what he said in my arrest. There's no de-escalation. There's no such thing.
That was you. He got better at it. That was in 2024. He wasn't as good back in 2022 when Mike was arrested with this.
He would have arrested her. He would have said, "Ma'am, felony obstruction. You're going along with him," and he would have arrested her. Yeah,
well, that would have made a
for speaking.
Then.
For speaking, yeah.
Hey,
he would have told her, "You want to close your mouth and come downstairs with me to the lobby?" That's what he would have told her.
He hates the First Amendment.
Yep. DL Observer, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. God bless you. Everything helps. I support. We are all Leroy Truth. Remember, I'm Leroy Truth. You're Leroy Truth. We are all Leroy Truth. It's a movement, not just a man.
I'm
I find it bizarre that with each of us, he demands our ID. That as a state trooper, he doesn't understand that in the state of New Jersey, we are never required to show him our ID until we are lawfully arrested, period. Not detained. We never have to show our ID until the point that we're lawfully arrested. Then we have to present ID.
Very good point.
Or identify ourselves.
Or give our name and date of birth, right.
I just realized something. So exploring something on I don't know if you can see this.
Hey, by the way, Vinny, can you look at the camera? You're talking away from everyone. The camera is over. Yeah.
The exploring, I don't know. There was a comment on the day that happened. It says, "Leo Leroy got arrested by the same state trooper Batista." Is this Mike exploring again? Coma 6725.
Say it probably is. Mike, identify yourself on the chat because we're going to show you a video right now if this is you. And this is insane when you're going to see this. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please subscribe to my channel, Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations. I'm this close to 60,000 subscribers, this close. Help get me there tonight. And we are going over the state trooper, Batista, an unhinged state trooper who just loves to arrest innocent men.
Do you think it's a coincidence that he has ass in his name?
No comment.
I don't think so. I don't believe in coincidence.
Or sister.
Sister.
All right, so let's show. Now we're going to show Mike Citizen. This is 2022 arrest. He was going there not to audit. He was there doing business in the public defender's office about something else. Watch this. Sounds coming on in a minute.
Yeah. I could fast forward.
He's on the 5th floor, prosecutor's office here, sitting in a corner. Oh, that same guard comes out, right?
Yeah.
How we doing, sir? Hey. Doing. I'm Trooper Chris Persistent with the New Jersey State Police. Yeah. What's going on today, boss?
I got nothing going on.
Okay. Heard you gave my guys downstairs a hard time.
Name and badge for the record.
Christopher Persista, Trooper 1, 7172. I'm the duty trooper assigned to this facility. I'm going to need your name and birthday.
No!
For a
What, you
report.
wanna give him a
You're
present?
going into a report
Yeah,
to start
right.
today. Because you violated the governmental security protocols downstairs. Okay? If you're just going to sit there and not respond, not give me your name and birthday, you're going to be placed under arrest.
Can I talk to the supervisor, please?
I'm the supervisor. You're talking to him. I'm the duty troop assigned to this building. You're talking to the man. Okay?
Man.
So that's not going to work.
Can we pause that for a second?
Yeah,
pause.
please.
Okay.
We have to.
This is how highly he thinks of himself. You're
Do you
talking to
notice-
the man.
Do you notice that in all 3 videos he swears he's a fucking supervisor because he's the one that's assigned to that building?
But he's not. We talked to his supervisor, Sergeant like Veshnovich, something like that. It's
Right.
not an easy name.
And you're telling me he passed 3 mental evaluations?
I think 4, actually.
What's the
I don't know
mental
if he passed
evaluation?
or what it is, but he had 4 mental evaluations.
Right, yeah,
What
no
do
one
they
said he
ask him?
passed.
What color is this? They show him a yellow dot and ask him what color is this? Is that the mental evaluations?
It's that simple.
They could be saying, well, if you see this, if you see a man doing this, arrest them. If you see them doing this, don't arrest them. If you see them doing this, arrest them. If you see them doing this, don't arrest them. People, stop doing vertical video because you only get this much of the scene in it. You don't get a lot. If you do this, you see trooper here, someone violating your rights, the whole violating your rights party.
He's power driven. By that statement, he's power driven, and he has an inflated sense of ego. Like he thinks he's the man, and we're fighting the man. If you
Right. He's the man. He's Napoleon.
pun intended, we're fighting the man.
But every time he refused to get a supervisor, get his supervisor, claiming he is a supervisor, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a supervisor.
Right.
I want your supervisor.
Policy. He's breaking policy too.
And you know what? He's required to get the supervisor, but he lied and said he's the man. Like, in other words, the buck stops with him, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
He's low level. He's just not only an officer, he's an officer that the New Jersey State Troopers tried to fire, and they don't want to give him a police car. They don't want to put him on the road doing traffic patrol. They have him in this little building here messing with, we the people who are simply interacting and documenting the interactions with our public servants.
I'm over here laughing because
He supervises Guard Santos.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because when the supervisor was there, you didn't see how quiet as a mouse he was. And he's like, "What do you want? Do you want me to do something? Where do you want me to go? Like, go sit down in the corner somewhere, bro."
And you told him that he wasn't the man then.
No, he was the mouse. Are you a man or are you a meese? He was a meese. All right, let's continue.
Why does it keep moving?
Your name and birthday. Excuse me, officer. Ma'am, I'm dealing with him. I said, I'll talk to you guys later.
That's the
So this is
attorney.
the way this is going to go. You're either going to give me
If I
your...
committed a crime,
Yes, yes.
trespassing is a secondary.
It's a disorderly persons offense. Obstruction right now, these are all disorderly persons offenses. If you're not going
give
to...
me a warning. If you say
You're not getting a warning. You're either going to tell me your information or you're going to be placed under arrest. That's why I'm here. That's why I was
Can I
called
speak
here.
to my attorney right now?
See, can you stop it there?
To what?
So he's giving him like this ultimatum: you're either going to give me your ID or you're going to be placed under arrest. How about if you don't leave the building, I'm going to place you under arrest.
But
I don't
why?
have to give you ID. Well, that would be a mistake too. That's still wrong. But and then at least under threat of arrest, he could exit the building.
Right.
But
yeah.
he doesn't have to give him his ID.
Yep.
You don't understand. He wants to arrest people. He wants to arrest you. Because
Right.
even when he gave him his name, he would have wrote him a summons or a ticket for breaking the violation, supposedly.
And what's the obstruction? He charged you with that too, right?
I think they try to add obstruction, yeah, but ultimately I was fighting trespassing.
Right.
Defiant trespass. Yeah.
Yeah, which is disorderly person. So apparently they don't have. I don't know. Do they have violations in Jersey?
They have violations. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what it is. It's not like a misdemeanor. It's like
No. It's yeah. Disorderly
violation.
person are a violation, and but there should be nothing because you did nothing wrong. Mike did nothing wrong. Now
Do
you're
you
gonna
have
see,
to give your ID in Jersey for violations? Because in New York you have to give your ID to receive a summons.
I don't know that for a fact. I think so. And like, if
I would
there's
say yes.
any summons of any kind, the answer is 99.999% yes.
Yeah. So he can, if he wants to write him a summons for disorderly persons, then he would have to give him his ID. But that's
because that's effectively an arrest.
Yeah, so I
Right.
guess we got to see why he wants to give him that trespassing charge.
Now let's see now.
We'll talk about that later.
And yep, and you're going to see how quickly, again, the unhinged New Jersey State Trooper Christopher Basista, bet his mother wouldn't be proud, how he escalates, and he actually he pokes Mike Citizen. Mike is one of the gentlest teddy bears in the world. He kind of looks like your distant cousin too. The exposure report. Hey, by the way, the exposure report. You got your beard done. Like I noticed, like majorly.
This was last week. Yeah, last week. Yeah,
looks good.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, very sharp. And you don't like Fidel Castro anymore. You look more like Tom Selleck.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. Now let's continue and watch the escalation. Watch how the officer pushes and pokes the very, very mild-mannered and peaceful Mike. And listen to how pathetic his attorney is. Like, she's terrible. Go ahead.
I'm not talking to your attorney. I'm talking to you now. I'm only asking for your name and birthday. You don't seem to understand that.
Oh, pause 1 minute. This is important. Very important. Because here's the thing. Mike gives Officer Basista his name. He does. Gives his first name and last name. But what he says, under threat of arrest, I will give you my name. He then gives his first name and his last name. Basista didn't hear it, or he forgot because he's got a few leptons short of a snapping turtle for a brain. And then he says, give me your date of birth. And Mike was going to do it. And Mike says, once again, under protest of arrest, and the trooper Basista was in such a hurry to arrest, he lost patience, and he couldn't wait for him to say under threat of arrest, and Mike was going to give his birthday. And then everything that the trooper wanted Mike to do would have been done, and they could have gone on their day.
But there's no de-escalation.
No. And Mike was doing it. He just didn't do it fast enough. And he gave his name, but he didn't remember it and didn't note it. And then you'll hear. So, okay, continue.
To assert my rights of my fundamental rights of Fourth
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Put your stuff down. Put your water cup down. Put your water cup down.
If you're going to arrest me,
Yeah, that's
hold
happening.
on, I'll give you my name under threat of arrest. I'll give you my name.
What's your
Under
name and
threat
birthday?
of arrest.
What's your name and birthday?
What?
Last chance.
Under threat of arrest, yes.
Yes.
I will give you my name.
What is your name?
My name
Sit
is
down.
Michael
You're making me nervous.
Marszak.
Sit down.
Pause
Sit
there.
down.
You got to pause. He just told him to stand up. This is pissing me off.
Right.
This is freaking pissing me off. He told him to stand up. Then he aggressively pokes him, which is essentially assault. He's not under arrest. He's complying with the officer. This freaking pisses me off. He then says, stand up.
Told him stand up.
Just a minute. And then he pokes him. Then he says, you're making me nervous. Sit down.
Right.
So go ahead.
I was sitting down.
I don't even think he realizes if he's trying to give him a summons or desk appearance ticket for a violation. Essentially, he is under arrest.
Right.
Because you're asking for his ID. The only difference is that you're putting him in handcuffs now.
Right.
But here's the thing: he was only asking for this information. He wasn't going to get a summons. I don't even think.
He said for a report. He said for a report.
Right, for the report, not for a
I
summons.
don't think
So
it's a
we'll
report.
clarify.
I think he's going to write him a summons for.
I don't think. No.
I think
He said
so.
for a report.
He was just for his special report, like that secret little report. That he
What's
have
the
on
report going to
FTV.
say?
It's going to have his name there, whatever. You know, I didn't like him, none. But he
Say
wasn't
this
going to
guy
arrest him.
was this guy was disorderly. He was trespassing. And he's not going to.
Well, put him on the list. So keep an eye out for him next time. We're going to keep a close eye out on him. That's what they're probably going to do.
I don't
He
even
was
think
not
he.
gonna arrest him.
I think it's all a game to him. Like I don't think he even understands.
No, he's mentally unstable, GGA. The guy is
And I think-
mentally unstable. Stand up, sit down. Like he doesn't know what's going on.
If you're giving me a fucking summons for, it's the same thing like for the non-alcoholic beers. If they're giving me a summons, that's initially de facto arrest. That's an arrest. You're arresting me. Now
Right.
you can give me the summons without putting me in handcuffs or taking me to the precinct. You just give me the summons, but
But they weren't. And I want to clarify. He wasn't going to give him a summons. From everything he said here, he wanted to put him in a report. That's very different than the summons. So what would have happened is if Batista didn't get so nervous after commanding Mike Citizen to stand up and then poke at him, which is assault and battery right there, then saying, "You're making me nervous, sit down." And if he wasn't so trigger happy for the arrest, then they would have gone on with their day. Or he may have said, "You have to leave the building now." But there would have been no arrests. You know,
but
so
Mike
again-
asked him. He said, "Did I commit a crime?" And he said, "Yes."
Yeah, it doesn't mean he was going to get a summons, but we can continue talking about this, but it's good to have your perspective as well. Thank you for sharing, David. And let's continue.
My name's Michael Marshall. Okay.
He just gave his
He
name.
just said his name.
It was my attorney. I politely didn't say anything. You know, under threat of arrest, he's going to arrest me for disorderly.
And obstruction for not giving me his name and birthday for
Under
my
threat of arrest, I'm
report.
going to give him my name.
But he didn't
Michael?
arrest him yet. He didn't say.
The civil actions.
What's your middle initial, if you have one?
Yes.
Spell your last name for me.
You're violating my rights, so do civil actions. What?
Please speak
No,
for a moment.
no. You're under arrest
I tell you.
for obstruction.
I tell you, I'm not obstructing.
Stop.
I'm not obstructing.
Stop
No.
resisting.
I'll
Guys,
give
get in
my-
here.
August 15th.
The crazy thing is they're doing this in front of the lawyer. His lawyer. And the lawyer says. The lawyer said no. The lawyer said, if you listen closely, the lawyer said, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And the officer says no.
It's crazy that they're in a public defender's office.
A public
of all
defender's office
places.
lobby. Aria, you're right.
Yeah.
It is nuts.
And the attorney should have been more forceful again. You know, I don't want her to interfere, of course, but excuse me. You know, can you de-escalate and can I talk to you for 1 minute? Now, maybe he probably wouldn't have stopped, but at least try it. But she was so timid. There's no way he's going to stop because he's not taking her seriously.
1979. I give you my name. Michael Marshall. No, I'm not. Listen, I have for a supervisor. I'm not resisting. I'm finally not resisting.
You're resisting
I'm not.
arrest. Get him. Sit him
I'm
down.
not resisting. I gave him my name. My birthday is 1979.
Get his arms. Get his arms, guys. Grab his arms.
Shoulder, please. Stop. I'm not resisting.
You are resisting.
My first supervisor, I'm willing to cooperate under threat of arrest. I stated clearly, I'm not resisting.
You are resisting. You've been resisting this entire time.
He hasn't. Liar.
I'm kindly asking, I'm willing to step out if I'm violating my rights. Please, Lynette.
You're resisting. You're getting felony arrest.
Man, the cops really love saying you're resisting. They always say it. They always say it all the time.
They're trained to say
They're
that.
trained to say that. They're trained to say that. So that when they shoot you, they're going to be like, "Why did you shoot him?" Well, he was resisting. How do you know he was resisting? Oh, because 6 officers are telling him stop resisting.
Right.
It's literally crazy.
Right. It's a setup. Just a minute. It's a setup, and they love to include that. Now, I do believe all charges were dropped, and now there's a lawsuit that Mike Citizen is doing against Batista and probably NJ troopers and others. I think all charges were dropped. We're talking. Looks like he got a felony obstruction or resisting. Insane. The guy could not be more innocent if he tried. sitting quietly in a chair, waiting for the public defender and to conduct some other business with something else that happened previously.
Yet that made this trooper nervous.
Leroy, you see that comment?
Which one?
The one from everything is. I'm not gonna say that sentence. That's crazy.
Texas is a big state. I can't read it. There.
Oh, everything's Texas. Okay, I only
Oh.
seen everything is big. I was like, I'm not saying that.
But they said the man is there to meet with his attorney. In what world do you have to show your ID to the state police for having a meeting with your attorney?
Oh
New
no, I'm
Jersey-
sorry. The one that says same as the woman that was helping David. As soon as the trooper showed up, she ran away. Could it be he is such a tyrant that the entire building lives in total fear of him?
Oh,
Could be.
yes.
Could be.
Yeah.
Because he's the man. Because he's the man.
Stops with me.
He's the man with 3 M's. He's a 3M man.
He's not even.
Three
He's
capital
not
M's.
even using. He's not even using stop resisting, right? He's supposed to say stop resisting so that you could beat on the defendant. Not, you know what I mean? That's why they say that.
Right. Exactly. All right, let's continue. And then we have one more thing. And we're going to read some of the lawsuit. And you're going to hear Batista playing the little crybaby little Teletubby victim.
The victim, yeah.
All right, continue. Let's finish.
No, you're not cooperating. You're resisting. Clearly.
I'm not resisting.
Angry.
I'm not resisting.
You are refusing to go into fucking handcuffs right
Whoa.
now.
Language.
You're still fucking fighting. 3 fucking men.
I'm not resisting.
Yeah, he got issues, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Please ask the supervisor.
You're under arrest for felony resisting state police. Let's go. Get him down to my car.
Me.
Have my bag? I'm not resisting. I'm willing to leave.
You're under arrest. It's going to went a lot easier for you.
I'm not resisting.
You're out of breath.
He's now under for felony resisting arrest. The state police.
He made it a lot harder for
and
him,
obstruction.
really.
Before that, defined governmental trespass and disorderly conduct.
Oh no!
Here's the lawyer.
Oh, jeez.
You were asked for your name over 7 times
Yeah, I gave you my
on
name.
body cam. No, you
I
refused.
marshal, like I say.
You gave it to him.
I'm starting on arrest.
He lied. He said you refused.
Yep.
He acts like he's arresting people for fucking
He's going to be transported to a station.
Well, look at Tornado Head there. Tornado
Oh,
hair.
there's your guy.
You get in charge of all.
Oh, is that the chubby guy to the left?
One of you guys go upstairs and grab
The Dungeon and Dragons
Oh
guy?
yeah, there's the D&D
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
It is.
shit, D&D.
They're all part of the same team here, though.
All of them, they're all there.
The Dungeon Dragon
Well, if
guy
you
though was
do-
nice to you.
They need to clean house in that building. Clean house.
Yeah.
All these guys, they got to go.
Yep.
You see
Yeah,
how
those
fast
guys
he
nice to
started
probably
yelling
probably-
and cursing?
Well,
Clearly.
Oh yeah, I mean he was out of control. I mean literally he lost it. He needs to be gone from being a state trooper. He is a danger to people. I mean this one of the most gentle teddy bear men I've ever seen in my life, and he's escalating, breathing heavy, and using the F-bomb constantly with this guy. That's a problem. Though I do say the other guy who was nice to you, David, this last time, maybe he could stay. But this guy has got to not be fired and also get the mental health support he needs so he is not a danger to society. I'm really, really concerned. This guy's a ticking time BOM.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
good
look-
people don't stand around and watch bad people do bad things.
Oh, you know what?
So-
You're right. Thank you, David, for clarifying for me. This
I
guy should
concur.
be stopping that. Yeah.
I will
They
say this
all
though:
need to go.
if you look at them when they first came in the elevator, they're both staring down like they don't want to make eye contact with
They're
with
shamed.
the officer.
That's
They
shame.
are
That is shame.
Yeah.
They have their eyes down. They're looking.
Look, his hand is on his forehead. Look, he's rubbing
That's
it up.
shame, bro.
And that's
It is strange.
He is so ashamed. He is so ashamed. He messes his hair up like he's been in a tornado and a hurricane and a blizzard simultaneously. All right. So let's go. Our last thing we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, let's go from here. Aria, can you bring up the lawsuit that Trooper, NJ New Jersey State Trooper Batista did against the New Jersey State Troopers when they tried to fire him? Again, we don't know. We know why, but we don't know why. And so we're looking for the details. What other things did he do when, we know that police many times and many state troopers, they've done some really egregious crimes against us, and they don't get fired. But New Jersey State Troopers wanted to fire this guy. That's rare. So he must have done some, I mean, not must have, possibly did some major things. And we're going to find that out. And if any of you know any information about New Jersey State Trooper Christopher Basista, contact me at LeroyTruth247@gmail.com. And I'll share it with the whole team here. We investigate this all together with the whole tyranny response team. All right, so let's bring this up.
After the lawsuit, you want to discuss what we discovered, speaking to that sergeant?
Yes, absolutely. And that'll be the last thing we'll do. So, yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going to read some of this. And
Is
if
this
you
the
can
correct one, Leroy? Because there's two of them.
No, we want the one, Christopher Basista. We don't want the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
This is no, not that one. Get rid of that one. Okay.
So that's it, Basista, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, would you take the lead on this? And you're not going to read the whole thing, but read whatever you want.
Yeah.
I can't see it. Let me get my copy of it.
Okay. David has his own personal copy that I think you actually printed it, right?
Yeah, if I could find it. Oh, I think I left it in the car.
If you can't see it, I can read it on here.
It says he's caring.
All right, so Christopher Basista, plaintiff versus the state of New Jersey. He's suing the entire state. That's a pretty big suing there. New Jersey Division of Law, Department of Law and Public Safety, and Division of State Police. The only people he's not suing are you and I and the rest of us here. So, jury demand. Plaintiff Christopher Basista, at all relevant times mentioned herein, is a state trooper. He shouldn't be. But the New Jersey State Police, hereinafter referred to as plaintiff. He is an excellent, consummate law enforcement officer in his own right. And if you can make that bigger, Aria, so people can see it. If it's possible to put more of the screen.
If they're watching on YouTube, they can zoom in.
Yeah, so if you zoom in, everyone, but I'll read it for you. Whether you
if you are, I'm sorry.
All right,
I don't
so
know if there's way.
I'm going to write this down now. This is Christopher, most likely writing this. Like the exposure report thinks Basista wrote this himself. Either he did, or he has one of the worst attorneys in the world. Once we get into this more,
with ChatGPT.
Yeah,
not
perhaps.
even. I don't know.
No, ChatGPT would have done way better.
Yeah, way better than that.
This is like Chat.
Oh, wow.
This is Chat OPT.
Oh.
Either he wrote this, or his attorney needs to have a mental health evaluation as well.
Or a 6-year-old. And I think he still has a babysitter actually, and this babysitter wrote this.
Oh, he needs a babysitter, bro.
Yep, and 4 walls with a nice
padded walls.
Padding.
Yes, I
so
agree.
listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Who writes this? He is an excellent, consummate law enforcement officer who is consummated, perhaps, in his own right, and a caring, modest, and humble humanitarian whose law enforcement actions in New Jersey are well known amongst numerous other New Jersey state troopers and outside law enforcement agencies. Now, I'm not saying he has any connection with Epstein, but I think that's what how he was described in some of the court documents. He was hired as a New Jersey state trooper on June 26, 2009, a day that will forever live in infamy. And prior thereto was a special police officer in Hackensack, New Jersey, which means part-time. He was part-time for 3 years. Okay, let's continue. I want to get to the language of his fancy words. Basista has acted in 8 separate assignments since being hired by the NJSP. It sounds like they kept bouncing him around because he was so freaking bad. 8 separate assignments? That's not normal, I don't think. Basista has never at any time whatsoever. Let's just look at that. Basista has never at any time whatsoever.
Wait, what?
Basista, we got to do a song about, if you can create a song, the exposure report is one of his specialties is creating songs with ChatGPT.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. That was dope. Whenever you created that.
Long Island Artist in the chat. What's up, Sean?
Yeah, hey,
What
Sean.
up?
And so listen to this. You got to hear this. And
Wow.
welcome, Sean. This is from Basista. The New Jersey State Police wanted to fire Basista, Sean, and he is fighting for his job. And this is his lawsuit here. And it says here, where'd it go?
Yo, LIA, what's up?
No. Where's the other page? I lost where I was here.
Oh, you got another page?
No, wait. Stay there, because this is important. Start with just read. Start with number 6. Well, I can read it now. I can read it. You want me to read it?
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So, albeit the plaintiff was treated poorly for reasons unknown to him by certain NJSP upper echelon personnel not long after his employment commenced in 2009. So, for some reason, some unknown figures were treating him bad. The harassment, mistreatment, persecution, abuse, exploitation, retaliation, and oppression visited upon him by certain members of the upper echelon categorically began in earnest in February. At the time...
Wait, before you go on. He's describing being in a Russian gulag in Siberia. I mean, this is crazy. All right, keep going. Oh, wait, one part, going up to 4 before you continue, David. He is exceedingly bright, expressive, and articulate individual who relishes his position. I like relish on my hot dog, not with my state trooper here, with the NJSP. It was a childhood dream of his. I'm reading this for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Batista has been the recipient of 63 commendations and has been mad. Oh, he's got a mad award, sure.
How appropriate.
Mad awards right here from the.
That's
from
Mothers Against Drunk Drivers.
Yeah. All right, keep going, David. Yeah,
all right. So, at the time, and for indefinite, bizarre reasons, the plaintiff was curiously / oddly ordered to undergo a 4th psychological evaluation as a result of a textbook motor vehicle stop. He made a textbook motor vehicle stop he made of a known gang leader 2 years prior thereto while on duty. He was also inexplicably and enigmatically suspended for 2 days without pay for the same incident, even though he was given 2 separate field commendations by NJSP command as a result of that police action. It was at the time the plaintiff came to the realization that certain of his superiors at the NJSP had it in for him, and he would continue to make his life work there pragmatically impossible, unbearable, and insufferable. Yeah, they probably reviewed the body cam footage and realized you violated their rights, you violated policy, broke the law, and so you were suspended for 2 days. You probably got off easy.
Yes. But before you go on, and for everyone who's joined us as well as Sean, Long Island Audit, is we are reviewing New Jersey State Trooper Christopher Batista, who constantly arrests innocent men. And for not breaking the law, he arrested Good Guy Activism in 2024, just being in the building recording. He arrested Mike Citizen, that's what we're calling him, in 2022. And exactly the same thing. We have videos of all of them. And in 2026, just this past Friday, the exposure report, David Snow was arrested for the first time doing this work by the same exact state trooper. And then 1 hour later,
somebody said he pulled over a police officer, a known gang member.
I want to see that video. But then finishing
no,
this
it
up
said
here,
known gang member, so it must have been a cop.
All right. So finishing this part up here, and then 1 hour after David, the exposure report was arrested and released, myself and Good Guy Activism followed his exact steps, all on video. We did not get arrested. We went to the exact same places he did, asked the same questions, but he had his boss. His boss was, this sergeant, was taking us around. And it shows it wasn't content neutral. We did nothing different. So continue the exposure report.
Turn the page, Aria.
All right.
Let's see what we got here. I want the funny page. Give me the next page.
All right.
The history, Barry. Yeah, that's
What the hell what does patently evident mean? What the hell?
Well, it's a saga. I can tell you that. It says,
yeah.
On
The
16,
the saga
on 16 we
works.
have nothing was done with the legitimate complaint. And I mentioned above, certain upper echelon supervisors did not forget the plaintiff's formal complaint and thereafter held it against him by way of further and severe adverse employment actions, acts of direct retaliation toward him. In futuro, he's getting kind of Latin-y there. The Latin as further explained herein under. And the saga, then listen, the saga worsens. And keep going, David. I'm number 17.
The saga worsens immediately after the June incident, and sometime in July 2018, Batista was again retaliated against and denied an assignment as a trooper coach for the 158th graduating NJSP class as a direct result of his filing that June 2018 EEOC complaint.
All right, let's get to some of the more interesting stuff.
I think the next page has, let me see.
It's really funny when I don't remember which page this was on.
The retaliation and synchronized adverse employment actions continue. In October 2018, the plaintiff was denied a detective position. I wonder why. With the NJSP Criminal Investigation Office. He was also chastised for discussing NJSP union business with other squad mates. In conjunction with following the NJC EPA, he then reported to a superior that he was at his proverbial wit's end with the level of disrespect and retaliation visited upon him and requested a transfer. Needless to say, his request was denied without explanation.
And before you go on, it sounds like Scrooge visited upon him from the ghost of Christmas rights past that were violated, the ghost of Christmas rights present violated, and the ghost of Christmas rights future. I mean, this is dramatic. This is a little drama.
It is. 24. Furthermore, for no reason other than sheer retaliation, abuse, and embarrassment, the plaintiff's name was blacked out from the posted schedule a month prior to his January transfer. As a result, Basistas' career humiliation was beyond the pale.
Ooh,
Turn it, Barry. Okay. 27. The retaliation, abuse, and mistreatment remained consistent and unending. In February 2019, the plaintiff was ordered by a major, no specific major, just a major, to undergo a series of 3 psychological evaluations. The fact that this order was unashamedly retaliatory, punitive, and vengeful in nature and content, as well as unnecessary, foolish, imprudent, ill-advised, and without just cause, did not matter at all to the major of the NJSP. Indeed, this all simply served to ensure that the plaintiff's career within the NJSP, as well as his promotional advancement therein, was forever stymied, hindered, and thwarted, which is exactly how the NJSP wanted it.
Now pause there a minute. This sounds like a Fabio romance novel without the romance.
How many adjectives can we fit in each sentence? Synonyms at that.
Right.
It's crazy.
You can do that in one breath. All right. Was there any other highlight? Otherwise, we're going to wrap it up.
I don't know. Let's wrap it up. You get the point.
Yeah. All right. So bring us back on the screen. So what do you
Creative
think
writing.
What's that? Exposure?
Creative writing as usual.
Yeah. Very creative writing. So this state trooper is playing victim. And I want to note, because as I always say, we will always acknowledge and celebrate when a police officer or a state trooper does the right thing. And 1 hour after the exposure report was arrested and released, as I said, myself and Good Guy Activism retraced his exact steps and the same things he said. And we did not get arrested because this live stream is called, I think, Tale of Good Cop, Bad Cop. Well, that's the subtitle that we didn't write down. But it's a tale of good cop, bad cop, or bad cop, good cop. And his boss, and his name was or is Sergeant Charles Bashevich.
Shout out to him.
New Jersey State Trooper. He was extraordinary. We talked about the First Amendment. At one point, he said to me, and he didn't say this with an arrogance or cynicism. He said it honestly. He said, "Leroy, I think you probably know the First Amendment better than I do." And I said, "Unfortunately, that's probably true, but I want to help you. We can train you." Sean Long Island Audit, Captain George Raposo of North Bergen, and myself, Good Guy Activism, and Vinny, the whole tyranny response team. We can train. And so we are happy to offer our training to the New Jersey State Troopers statewide.
And we don't charge. We're free.
Right. It doesn't cost them a penny, no taxpayer dollars. And he was sincere when he said that to me. And I was sincere when I offered that to him. Because even though he doesn't understand like some of the ins and outs about the Constitution, he understands that we broke no law. There was no crime committed. I did the same exact things, Good Guy Activism, same exact things as the exposure report, and he didn't arrest us. He, in fact, helped us. He came upstairs where David was arrested and tried to get me an Oprah form. He was wonderful. We talked for an hour. We haven't even published that conversation yet. It was
a question.
Really good conversation. Yeah, go ahead.
Does it seem as if we had access because he escorted us? I think if he didn't escort us or not, we was gonna go anywhere we wanted. That
Oh
we
yeah,
was
no,
allowed.
we could
That
have
we
gone
were allowed
anywhere.
to go.
Yeah,
He
and
was just babysitting.
I think
But
he was
he can
babysitting.
say,
He was
"Oh well, they
babysitting,
had
but
access because I was with them."
yeah, but he
He
was
can say whatever he
babysitting.
wants. Yeah.
But we could have gone wherever we wanted. We were not going to be hemmed up. We were not.
Yeah. I think, and he admitted that he was ignorant, that they were ignorant, that they were enforcing those policies wrong. Remember that, Leroy?
Yep. You're right. He admitted it. So what else before we go? Good guy activism. Any wrap up on that? Like he admitted what, just share that again with us.
So, as you'll see in my video coming up, he was saying basically anything past the first floor is restricted. That's why when you're asking, the exposure report was asking him like why I'm not in a private area. I think
Right.
he's thinking that everything past the first floor is a private area, that these offices are private areas.
Well, the Department of Labor is on the first floor, and he thought that was a private area too.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He's thinking that these public offices
Right.
are private areas because the Department of Labor, to receive services for unemployment, you need an appointment for unemployment services. But you don't need an appointment to get on the computer and print things out.
No, and you don't need an appointment to go upstairs. Because remember, Josh, the front security guard, he, granted complete access to the exposure report, and he even said, yeah, different, how do you get to these places? Use the elevator.
I went upstairs to the 6th floor to the probation parole office, and I recorded in that office. I didn't need a appointment for that.
No, and
So it's
Or
like
an escort.
right.
or an escort. No.
No, nor an escort. So, but we would not have been hemmed up unless Batista was around. Then we probably would have been arrested, just like David. But
And if you notice on the first floor next, I'm sorry, Leroy.
Yeah,
On the first floor next, go ahead.
Okay, let me finish this. And so, because even though the state trooper Vishnevich didn't know, again, everything about the First Amendment, which again, it's a deficit we identified, but he understood, the color of the law, shall we say? So he didn't violate our rights, but Batista would have. And that's why I sincerely offer this training because I know New Jersey state troopers are going to see this and we're going to send this to them. I'm going to send this to them. And I hope you take us up on our offer to share First Amendment training from we the people's perspective. So you get the bad guys, you don't mess with the good guys.
State police needs the training the most, I think. I don't know.
Not on the
That's
First
just my
Amendment.
opinion. On the First Amendment.
Not with the officers we came across with. So they need different. Maybe they get a lot of training, but they get the wrong training.
What
So
about
they
the
need
state
hard
house?
training?
At the state house? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they
Remember
were, they were
Oh
terrible.
my God. It was
Oh.
brutal.
Absolutely. So let's complete our evening tonight. So last words, Garden State Accountability with Vinny. Please subscribe to Garden State Accountability on YouTube. Last words, Vinny.
Last words from me. You guys had pretty much the same interactions. I mean, it's crazy that every interaction was the same thing. And it sounds like, I guess, Mike, I would assume his case got dismissed as well, right? GGA's case got dismissed. And I mean, this officer should really know by now what's really going down. And it does look like his coworkers are afraid of him. That's just what I see. So that's my take on everything.
Yep, good. And I just put in the chat a link, and if the mods can put that in the chat, just keep it rolling, is the tinyurl.com/fire Batista. And that goes directly to the New Jersey Attorney General complaint website. And if you saw a video today, if you'd like to give a peaceful complaint, then he needs to be fired. We need to protect the New Jersey people from him because he's a ticking time BOMMM. Remember, he's a triple M because he's the man. So yes, we need a lot of people need protection from him. All right, and Aria, last words from you, young lad.
I just wanted to thank everybody for joining the stream tonight and sharing, letting us share this footage with you and both Davids, for sharing your experiences. And sorry that happened to you both. That sucks, but I'm glad you guys are okay and you're safe. And I hope, David, that that everything goes well in your court.
Thank you.
Coming up, man. Yeah, man. I'll wish you nothing but the best. And hope everything just with all this footage, man, brings something to light that what this kind of repeating behavior pattern clearly as needs to stop. So yeah, man. And I just want to make sure everyone here subscribes to Leroy. We're really, really trying to push him to 60,000. So let's get Leroy out there to 60. So,
60 to 100,000
60 to 100.
to a million, and then I want to double what Sean Long Island has. I want to
Let's
get to 2
go.
million. Give Sean a
Absolutely.
challenge. And I want.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I want 100,000 for my whole team. So please subscribe to the Exposure Report, AV Designs, Garden State Accountability, Good Guy Activism, and well, actually, Good Guy, you're already like 123. So great job with that.
Still subscribe to him.
So unsubscribe to him and subscribe to us. That's the beauty. You can subscribe to everybody. There's no competition.
Yeah, there you go. Just
No,
got over
that's
1,000.
Scalzo Photo.
So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, and
Scalzo
Scalzo Photo. Yes, he's not with us tonight, but he's with us in spirit. Please subscribe to Scalzo Photo. He's awesome. He's just awesome in so many ways. Scalzo Photo on YouTube. And Exposure Report, last words for you before my final perspectives.
Yeah, I'm glad you put up that URL for the fire Batista. I do think he needs to be fired. 3 strikes, you're out, right? So he hasn't learned his lesson yet, and I'm hoping that I'll be the one to give it to him. I do have court on Friday. I don't think they have a chance in hell of meeting the elements of defiant trespass, because one of them is that you have to have a clear order to leave, and I was never given any order to leave the room, to leave the building. He wanted me to put my phone down. He asked me if I would put my phone down and have a conversation with him in the lobby, and I wasn't going to put my phone down, and I'm not required to have a conversation with him anywhere. So that's what I'm gonna be. Those are going to be my defense points.
Good points. And then finally, my last words here. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank the entire Tyranny Response team. They're awesome. They're dedicated, committed, and we have been working on exposing the extremely corrupt, most corrupt politician in the history of the state of New Jersey. That is Union City, New Jersey mayor, who's also simultaneously a New Jersey state senator of the 33rd district, and simultaneously the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He picks all the judges. He picks all the prosecutors. And right now I am fighting unlawful, bogus, false charges of felony assault, aggravated assault against a police officer. Didn't happen. Mayor Senator Brian Stack has had me charged over 30 times, telling his minions, and he even had me charged for cyber harassment. Over 30 times in the last 26 months since I started my investigation, and it was Good Guy Activism who's the one who brought me to Union City. So Mayor Brian Stack wants to go after someone, go after Good Guy Activism. I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Good Guy. Look at his face. Study him carefully. Look at his deeply into his eyes. I would not have been in Union City if he didn't call me up and say, "Hey, Leroy, I think you had shared 2 options. Hey, you want to go here or you want to go here?" And then I think you ended up saying, "Well, let's go to Union City." I didn't.
Where did the tip come from, though? I heard the tip came from somebody on this panel.
Yeah. I got a tip, and me and GGA at the time were doing a lot of collabs, and we were supposed to go, but my schedule was crazy, and I couldn't get out of work and couldn't do it. So they went and they held it down, and
you were given a tip that Union City Mayor Brian Stack needed to be investigated.
Yeah,
David, Good Guy Activism never told me that. We were just going there.
I didn't remember. I was just like, I didn't remember until afterwards. He was like, "Yo, remember I told you go there?" I was like, "Oh shit, that's right."
yeah. You don't remember anything. You never remember.
You play football for 28 years, and you tell me what you remember.
Right. Yeah, concussions are a terrible thing. So, and numerous concussions, and also that we ended up getting so many examples of criminal allegations against Brian Stack. It was crazy. But someday we'll let you know. There was a group of people who told David the exposure report, who gave David the tip. It was a group of people in Hudson County, and it'll all come out at some point. So we don't stop. We cannot be intimidated. We always do things peacefully because we are all about making sure that the government serves the people, not the other way around. Because when the people fear the government, we have tyranny. When the government fears the people, and I don't mean fear like, anyone does something, but meaning is that we hold them accountable. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do, if they don't serve us, or they break the law and become criminals, like Mayor Senator Brian Stack, then they have to be removed from office, arrested, and go to federal prison. It's that simple. And I so appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, as Martin Luther King has said, the problem is not that we are outnumbered. The problem has been that we are out-organized. And we are peacefully organizing. We condemn any type of violence whatsoever. Everything is through the courts of law, fully peaceful and fully professional. So I'm fighting criminal charges right now. And I've got Jacob Uriel, who is Sean's attorney, and he is working to make sure that there is no grand jury, there is no indictment, because there was no crime that I did. Whole bunch of crimes that were done on the other side. So much more to be revealed. Please watch my latest video, which I posted this morning, and AV Designs worked for hours and hours on this video. Watch it. It's like Good Guy Activism described it as a movie. And that's my video I posted this morning. I've been out of the YouTube algorithms. So help me get back there by sharing my videos, liking my videos, watching the whole video, and please subscribe to the whole team as well. So God bless you, and stay tuned for our next live stream, which will be next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. God bless you all.